Well, this is a quick one. D4. Not me, obviously. D4. Knight F6. That one's me. E3. G6. F4. Bishop G7. Knight F3. D6. Bishop C4. Bishop E6. I say no. I don't like your light square bishop. I tried this once against another high-rated opponent, and he, well, it did well for me that time. Tried it again, and sure enough, he's putting his pawns on dark squares. He wants to keep his light square bishop, so he backs it off. He goes bishop D3. I go knight B D7. He castles kingside. I go knight B6. You know, anyway, I'll save it. I'll save my commentary for the end. C3. Queen D7. Queen E2. And I think for not enough time, or at least perhaps should have come up with a more correct move at this point, but I decided to queenside castle. I had both options available. I could have done one or the other or neither and played and chosen later, but I queenside castle, and he immediately jumps on it with A4. And I realized after I play A5 that I could have just taken that pawn, but that's probably a bad idea anyway, because that would just open up the file for his rook. So I pretend like I knew that, and I played A5, and then he goes B4, attacking that pawn. I don't want that one either. I go D5. I sense all this danger, all this bad stuff happening. I need to block it. I need to get a knight in front of that battery, the bishop and queen battery. So I go D5. He goes knight E5. Since I gave that square away, he got to push my queen back. I had to go queen E1. And he goes B takes A5. Knight to C4 is what I do. Block that diagonal. He goes A6. And again, I'm like, no, I don't want it. I go B6. He goes knight D2. Getting ready to attack my knight. And I go knight E4. Because if he takes knight E4, then I'll threaten his queen. Oh man. Watch this. So he goes knight takes C4 anyway. And I'm like, okay, well now I'm going to go knight takes C3. Because he has to, his queen has to move. But he doesn't. No, he doesn't, because he can do an intermezzo knight takes B6 check. And again, I don't want that. I'm not going to eat that. I go king B8. Because if I had eaten it, he would have pinned my knight up there with his queen, and it would have been bad. So he goes queen B2. And I go king A7. And he goes knight D7. And I go rook B8. Because I got to do something. And he goes knight takes B8. And my plan when I went rook B8 was to, go queen takes back. But if I had done that, then there would have been a fork with his other knight, king and queen. So anyway, he went knight takes B8, and then what does that say? Oh, then I go bishop B8. Still don't eat it. I'm just not eating anything. And then he goes knight b, c6. And, you know, I've clearly dragged on the game long enough, and I resigned at that point because it was going to be mate in the next couple moves. And I lost all those pieces. So, man, super fast. You know, maybe I could have done better if I had, I don't know, had more of a break, or you know, thought more about the opening, or not castled so fast. His opening messed me up more than mine messed up his, you know, and that, I'm not used to that, because I'm usually the one that just does something weird and people don't know what to do about it. But he knew what to do. You know, he could not be easily fooled by my modern approach. So that's it for the tournament. No money, fell short, just like Bobby, but that's okay, because you're not playing chess if you sing and dance all your way to victory every single time. No, it's a horrible grind. You gotta lose. You have to lose sometimes. So, good times. I'm so glad it's over. Oh my god. It's hard work, but it was fun. Amazing experience. So I'm going home now. Cheers. Thanks for watching if you watched.